Hello, good afternoon from the bright sunshine for the time being here at Colwyn Bay. We're at the home of the North Wales Crusaders. It's live and exclusive Betfred League One playoff football here on the Sportsman as North Wales Crusaders play Rochdale to try and keep their seasons alive. The losers are out. The winners will play either Swinton or Doncaster, who meet tomorrow, and Swinton's head coach Alan Coleman is with us. Looking forward, Alan, I think, to this one today.
Yeah, I think it should be a fantastic match. Two evenly contested sides, really. You know, we've played them both this season, and you know, Crusaders probably go in as favourites, but Rochdale's on a bit of a run under Gary Thornton, so it should be a fantastic game.
And give us a sense of what this time in the season is like at this level. We'll hear from the two head coaches in just a moment. I know it's been a battle just to get bodies out there still right at the end of the season, but this is where it matters most, and this is where you need to be right at your very best.
Yeah, certainly, and you know, we're busted at the moment, and I know speaking to Muzz, they are, and Rochdale's struggled. I don't know how Donny is, and it's tough times, but like you said, George, it's the most important time. It's critical times as well. I think we're on week 44 at Swinton since we come in training, so bodies are tiring and we're running out of them, but I think adrenaline gets you through more than anything, and hopefully it gets everybody else through as well. And
just before we hear from the two head coaches, for anyone tuning into the Sportsman today who perhaps hasn't seen this kind of level of rugby league and this elimination playoff football, so I'm just watching the kicks being fired towards us, who haven't seen it before, what kind of game would you expect today?
I think North Wales will complete very high. That's mainly their goals for the season. I don't think there's a team that completes as high as them. Rochdale like to throw the ball about. They're known for giving the ball away, so I think it's going to be Rochdale to win it. They've got to complete very high to match North Wales. Really
looking forward to this one. It's North Wales versus Rochdale, live and exclusive here on the Sportsman. Let's hear next from the two head coaches. Anthony, great to see you. What kind of week has it been, first of all, building up to this one?
Oh, we've just tried to treat it as any other game, really. Just, you know, don't put too much pressure on the players. It's just another game of rugby, another 80 minutes, and you know, hopefully we can get through to the next stage.
How do you maintain the intensity for such an important game after what's been a long season for every club? But I know you felt that.
Yeah, we have done. We felt it. You know, we're a bit bruised and battered at the moment, but we're no different to anybody else, and we've just got to, you know, our whole focus was on about getting to the playoffs and trying to go, you know, one stage further, so that, you know, the motivation was set in early at the beginning of the season. That's never changed. The players are still working hard and wanting to progress through to the next stage and go one better than what we did last year.
To be successful, you need to be tough to beat on your own ground. How do you feel you have been here this season?
Yeah, for large parts of the season, you know, we've been really good. You know, we only lost 5 games in the league campaign. So our own form's been really good. Our form throughout the season's been really good. So yeah, we just need to make sure we're at our best today and do those things that make us difficult to beat. And when we come away from that, you know, that's when we're vulnerable. So we just need to make sure we focus on what we're good at and you know, making it difficult for Rochdale.
A word on Rochdale, your opponents today. What kind of threat will they pose to your side?
They pose threats all over the field, don't they? They've got Greg McNally at the back, you've got Fui Moy in the front row, Rangi Chase, you know, young Kieran Tyre on the wing. So, you know, they boast a host of superstars, if you like, and you know, it's up to us to try and maintain that and you know, stop them from playing.
Good luck today.
Cheers.
Gary, great to see you. Really nice evening as well. What kind of preparation have you had for this one?
Yeah, we've had a good week, George. We had a few numbers back for training. You know, we've done it tough over the last few weeks. You know, especially the Keighley game. We only had 14 fit players, so we've had a tough couple of weeks. But thankfully, we've got some numbers back. We've had a real good week. Ready for this, you know, playoff football in it, which is what we enjoy. We're looking forward to it.
Does it still excite you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it didn't. You know, it's been doing it a long time, but yeah. When it gets to this time of the season, when it's all or nothing type football, isn't it? So yeah, I've got my appetite back, shall we say?
I think most coaches and most players are feeling battered and bruised at this point of the season. How tough is it to lift yourself? Because this is actually the important stuff.
It is.
Right now.
It is. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they're going to lift themselves. Really, you know, it's do or die. We can't dip our toe in the water. Really, we've got to go for it tonight. You know, because if we don't, it's the last time we play together as a group, and you know, that's what we spoke about all week. Really, just make sure that we don't leave anything out on the field. We've got to go for it, give it our all. We came from behind 3 times last week and showed some great character against Oldham, who really took it to us, you know, and we're expecting North Wales to do the same. So we know it's going to be a tough game. We're expecting that, and we're hoping for that, because I think that's when we'll be at our best.
What are the main threats, what are the main danger areas you see in in North Wales' side.
Well, they're a very tough side to beat here at home.
Yeah.
They're dogged. They don't go away. Whatever the score is, they're always in the game. And Anthony's done a fantastic job here. The second season, I think they finished in the top 3. So we know they've got threats all over the park. Brad Brennan off the bench will be a threat for us. Two decent half-backs. Gav Rodden on the left-hand side, down the back rows, very, very good. Tommy Johnson's experienced full-back. So right across the park, they've got threat and they've got good, experienced players. So we've got to be on our guard today. We've got to be defensively good and take our chances when we get them.
And for our viewers just finally who are tuning in and watching this on the Sportsman live and exclusive today, who might not have seen Betfred League One playoff football before, what kind of game should we expect, do you think?
Well, hopefully, if it was like last week against Oldham, our game against Oldham was very good. Two very committed teams going for it. Chances were few and far between, I'll be honest, but when we got our chances, we took them. So I think there'll be two really committed teams. I think defensively, they'll be on top, and we'll find points hard to come by. I'm sure of that. But we've got a bit of magic out there. People like Rangi Chase and Fui Moi Moi, household names, ex-Super League players. So hopefully they'll rise to the occasion. It's a big game, and those kind of players play in big games. So I hope we've got enough quality out there that'll just a little bit of magic, because it might just take that little bit of magic just to unlock the defence and win the game for us.
Cheers, Gary. Go well today.
Thank you very much, George. Appreciate it.
Well, the two head coaches in good form pre-match for what is a huge fixture. For one, it marks the end of the road, the end of a long season, and for the other, well, it's another step towards the grand final, the playoff final, to try and earn promotion into the Betfred Championship. It's live and exclusive on the Sportsman as North Wales Crusaders play Rochdale Hornets, and this is how the North Wales Crusaders line up, with Johnson the fullback, Patrick Arvan, Dante Morley, Samuels, Holmes and Parkinson the halves, Billsborough and Rhys Breers, son of the legend Lee Breers. Wonder if he's here today actually after the disappointment with Wigan. He's been here, there and everywhere watching members of his family before he goes to Australia. And then it's Barrett, Ashall and Hazard, Rodden, Eckley and Fletcher. The bench, Houghton, Brennan, Costello and Aaron Hall for the head coach, Anthony Murray, who you just heard. What about the visitors? The Rochdale Hornets, a sprinkling of stardust in this side. All the experience at fullback of Greg McNally, then Cian Tyra, Ben Calland, Jai Hitchcocks, who's got top level experience too, and Dan Nixon. Rangi Chase, look out for him, still in his latter years with a box of tricks, alongside Kieran Rush. The battering ram, the old boy, Fui Moi Moi, and Aidan Roden with Gavin Benyon, and then Dan Bruin, Ben Forster and Fenton Rogers completing the 13. And the bench, Connor Aspe-Davis, Benjamin Killen, Jovasili Tera and Rob Warrensey. What a servant he's been. The head coach for the Hornets is Gary Thornton. They make their way up, there they are. You can see the big frame of Fui Moi Moi attaching the club crest on his heart, and he plays with heart, doesn't he? Fui Moi Moi. And we're approaching kick-off here in North Wales. Alan Coleman, the head coach of Swinton, not only an interested observer but a co-commentator today. Great to see you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Looking forward to this exciting game. Hopefully we can see two teams who are desperate to get in that semi-final, and I think it's going to be a classic, to be honest. I think it's going to be a great game.
Well, we hope you're right, and for those unfamiliar, which is probably quite a lot of people, because it can be quite complicated to the naked eye, the playoff system, and it does change a lot. It has evolved over the years at every level, at Super League level, at Championship, League One level. What's at stake here is that Alan, who is alongside me, his Swinton Lions play against Doncaster tomorrow. The winner of that one, which you hope will be you, will be straight into the final. The loser will get a second chance, and it will be against one of these two teams.
Yeah, and you know what, George, I just hope we don't.
Yeah.
I just want to get through straight away, and it showed last night in the Wigan game that you can't rest on your morals by coming second. You've just got to get it, and it's tough. It's the hard way to get there, and we want to get there as soon as we possibly can.
It's a really good atmosphere here today. I've enjoyed every trip I've had here. Not sure about Sweet Caroline pre-kick-off. It's normally an end-of-season song, isn't it, Al? Or a celebration song, at least.
Certainly at the end, yeah.
Nothing quite to celebrate just yet, but it's a lovely setting. We're right on the coast here. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Don't know if you made a day of it today. I just drove down. I kind of left it as late as I could because I wanted to watch the St Helens Salford game. It's a beautiful drive in, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely, and I brought my beautiful wife with me, and we've had some lunch, so that's the best way to get here, you see. So yeah, we both enjoyed it. So
we're set fair, we're ready to go, and it's live, undiluted and exclusive here on the Sportsman, the new home of Rugby League. We've brought you some brilliant action already this season across League One, the Women's Super League, the Wheelchair Super League, and plenty of action on the way as well over the next month or so. And our exclusive content continues both online on the Sportsman website and our magazine show, The Last Tackle, and the Women's Rugby League show as well. We've really got all bases covered here on the Sportsman, and we are looking forward to this one. They've really cranked the atmosphere up. Wasn't quite sure what to expect crowd-wise. Speaking to Anthony Murray, the head coach, wasn't quite sure. Normally a few hundred here, but as I'm sure you have experienced on previous trips, those who do come and support, they make a lot of noise here, don't they?
Yeah, they love the drum. You know, we've played them 3 times this season, and they do get behind this team. They're fantastic. They're like an 18th man, as we say. But to our left, George, you know, I think Rochdale's brought a few, and they're going to make some noise, so it should be a fantastic occasion.
Yeah, I saw a member of the Rochdale hierarchy came and said hello as I was running through the teams. You've got connections everywhere, haven't you?
Yes, he's a fellow Lather, so we know each other well.
What are you expecting from this? Well, we touched on it briefly at the top of the show, but it's you know, from my eyes, it's a case of Rochdale Hornets have got the sprinkling of stardust, the names that you may have heard of watching at home, but really the force up front, the granite, the steady, the professional play, the percentage play might come from the home side today. Yeah,
I just think that they're totally two different sides. When we played against them this year, North Wales give nothing away. They're a great, close, tight team. You know, they've been together for 2 or 3 seasons. Rochdale, as you know, have got, like you said, the stars everywhere. They've lost a few players, to be honest, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag for them this season. So, but they're hitting form under Gary. They've done really well, so it should be an interesting competition.
Well, here we go. The players make their way out of shots.
Let's get behind them.
Introduced to the fans over the running track from the dressing room areas, top right as we look on. And Rochdale will make their way slightly later, so it's North Wales Crusaders in the familiar predominantly black home shirts with the thick gold stripe, black shorts and the black and gold socks, and then Rochdale in their equally familiar white, blue and red trim, making their way out. There'll be, of course, the pause pre-match in respect of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and they will be ready to go, and a lot of noise being made.
Rochdale Hornets.
By the Hornets fans, whose side now make their way out. We'll line up on this near side, the 2 sides and the crowd inside this arena to pay their respects.
We're going to hold an 1 minute silence for the passing of the Queen, and it'll be on the ref's whistle.
minute silence followed by the 13-second window for the players to support the RFL's Tackle It initiative against all forms of discrimination at all levels of this great game. And then we're ready to go. Really looking forward to this one. North Wales Crusaders against Rochdale Hornets, live and exclusive on the Sportsman. It's the Betfred League One playoff semi-final eliminator. The losers are out. For the winners, they're one match away from the grand final, and it's going to be the home side to get us underway here. Kicking from right to left as we look on. A lot of anticipation as Tom Johnson swings the right boot, gets us underway. And first feel of the football goes to the visitors from Rochdale. And immediately, in the first 5 seconds, it's a penalty given away by the host. What a start, Alan Coleman.
That's the start Rochdale wanted, certainly. You know, that's just a massive piggyback up the field for them, you know, and they've gone from yardies now and straight to good ball.
You're saying as a coach when you're receiving, just complete the set and a good kick.
Certainly so.
What a boost that is to be starting from here.
Yeah, and they've got some big middles, you know, George, so they're going to take some, you know, they'll pepper them middles and then they'll look to play, so it's a tough straight away start for Crusaders straight away.
Yep, their defence, if they wanted a bit of defensive practice, that's what they've got, as Fui Moi Moi. One of the most watchable figures, one of the best names as well in Rugby League. He's been here for years and years. They're attacking already down that left hand side. Ranky Chase getting involved, and McNally there as well. He's been around the block a few times too. Back in field they come. Chase just pops it down the middle, and they're going to set up right in front of the post here. What an opportunity.
And that was the indicator. Wherever he goes, the ball's going to follow, definitely.
Here they go. They're going to attack the left-hand defensive edge. It's in the hands of Rangy Chase. Floats onto this near touchline. Tyra in off his right wing here. Tyra wearing 2. Still going right to left and then back to the right-hand side. He's going to be halted in his tracks just shy of the line. Last tackle. What will the Hornets come up with? They're going to run the power play. The winger's going to score in the corner. It's Ben Calland. And North Wales are made to pay from their opening minute ill discipline. It's the Hornets who strike first, and it's Calland with the try.
Greg McNally yet again, you know, we spoke before about him being the indicator. You know, if you watch the replay here, he just, you know, after a great run by Tyre, he's just been quiet on the short side. Number on number, fantastic ball, superb, and that's what Greg's got. He's got so much experience, and if anything, his strength's that quality last ball.
There you see it. There was a little glance left. I've started to learn that whenever the hooker glances left, he's probably coming back right.
Certainly so, and especially with the quality Greg's got there. You know, you've got to hit people who can put a pass from nowhere, and he's going to be an handful today for them, certainly on back of players.
Worst possible start for the home side. What a start though, from receiving the kick-off on their own goal line, off the back of that piggyback penalty. The visitors have gone all the way up towards the seaside and scored in the corner. 4-0 they lead with 3 gone, and this kick, a tough one, right on this near touchline. We're right behind it. He's been kicking them for fun. Pre-match, oh, that looked good, but it just faded at the last. So it's a 4-0 Hornets lead. And I guess the home side just got to start again and forget about that.
Yeah, you just got to put that to bed, you know. Dreadful start, horrible start for them on the first tackle. But playing Crusaders 3 times, like I said this year, they're a team that don't go away. So, you know, they'll be back in this game, I've no doubts about that.
So he'll have another go, Will Johnson. Rangy Chase was an early shout for that one. Now Rochdale will set up, and this is more like the area of the pitch they would have anticipated seeing out their first set. Deep in their own 20-metre zone. For any of our viewers who watched the thrilling Super League semi-final between Wigan and Leeds last night, this is the kind of area of the pitch that Leeds didn't get out of all night.
No, and they just stuck in there, didn't they? You know, they never gave up, and they just believed in their own defence, and that's what won them in the end.
There he goes again, Fui. Crowd enjoyed that one. And the crowd's enjoying his performances too. It's a kick. Was that a kick on the fourth or was that the last? Either way, it's a perfectly weighted one. That's going to sit up in goal, I think. And it is. He's going to have to deal with it. It's almost a try, but it will be a dropout. What a kick.
Superb. It's Mr. McNally yet again. You know, he's identifying that Tommy Johnson was quite central and no winger had dropped, and he just puts it between them both. You know, and a fantastic chase. The kick can be as good as you want, but you need that chase, and that was superb by young Dan Nixon.
So they're under the pump early. Anthony Murray's Crusaders done a good job here, hasn't he? Showing his time.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job, you know, and probably the lowest budget in all the leagues, and he's got that belief and that spirit with his group, and they feel they deserve what they've got.
There he goes again, Moi Moi. His opposite number, Gary Thornton, relatively new in permanent charge. Of course, knows all about this job. Here they come. They already lead 4 points to 0, but they've got another opportunity here. It's Gavin Bennion wearing 10, pumping the legs down the middle. Aidan Roden wearing 28. You see a lot of him scampering away from hooker. It's a good burst again, and they are halted 10 away, just to the right of the sticks here. All the early pressure is coming from the Hornets. Rugby Chase sprinted in to get involved. The play of the ball was so slow that he's just gone back to his original mark. And then they do play it. Crowd to our left wanted 6 again.
He's been good. He's been good, George. He's a massive player for Rochdale, Fenton Rogers.
Well, they've got Rangi Chase on the ball again. He just floats from wide. Surely they're going to have the man in far side, left side. And they do. As soon as it got in the hands of Rangi Chase, you sense danger. And Rochdale have their second in the far left corner through the hands of Chase. And it's an 8-point early Hornets lead.
Yeah, very similar again. Instead of a short side, they go on a big side. You know, they get to a certain point of the field where they know defences can be tight, and they just exploit that. 2 long passes between the halves. Greg McNally had the link play, and a long pass, cuts out the centre. It's young Nixon, and he just goes into space, and a great finish.
All he needed to do, Nixon, was finish that, and Dan Nixon made sure he got there. Patrick Arvan, maybe a few years ago.
Yeah, they're looking to play everything quick, George, as you notice. You know, they're not even going to ground half the time, so it's really important, you know, crew get together now and work on some process and slow the rucks at least, you know, give themselves a chance.
Well, they've not been in the game yet, first 7 minutes. It's hard to know what the Crusaders have got because we've not seen anything of them with the ball.
No, it's a bit of deja vu. It's a bit of deja vu, to be honest. We played them 2 weeks ago and we didn't have the ball for 10 minutes and we was 12-0 down, and you know, but we got back in it, so you know, it's easy to do get back in the game. So
well, he's missed another, so it's an 8-0 rather than a 12-0, and those misses do count. As we've seen going back to the Super League playoffs, we've seen the importance of getting the points on the board from the kicks. As we have another look in that, it was all about the ball movement, wasn't it? He just had to make sure he stayed in the field of play.
Like we spoke, McNally's coming in and he's a real threat though. He's you know, his quality of passing is different level to this league.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the atmosphere of this one on the Sportsman as much as we are bringing this to you on the seaside in North Wales. We've been blessed with a good day of weather. Beautiful, chilly morning, but the sun's come out. It's warmed up as the day's gone on. Even managed to get the washing on the line, Alan, before I left in the car today. Part of my
we did ours in morning, so it was all dry before we left.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was all good.
Part of my house husband duties. Made sure I got that done. Oh, he's dropped the ball. That will be play on, yes. So this is the opportunity for the Crusaders. Coughlin up the ball on halfway.
It's really important to keep the ball. You know, they can't just afford to lose it on tackle 2 or 3. They've got to see it set, especially with not having it.
So first opportunity for the home side. It's a big contact up the middle. He will have felt that one with Chris Barrett. Here they come again. Moi Moi was in possession for the contact, but they're working it left. Good ball movement from the Crusaders, and just like that, they're 30 away. They'll probably go twice more down the middle and then look to work it wide, with Rochdale as far back on their line as they've been so far. Oh, and they might have a gap straight away. He's broken through here as Barrett
Great tip play, and that's the strength as well. They've got some good middles who push well on each shoulder.
It's the last. They're going to go right, I think. That's what they do. A little grubber kick through. It's come off. Will that be 6 more? Will it be? No, he said it's still the last. Wasn't played out. They're going to turn the ball over. That was a big call.
Yeah, I think they've been really unlucky there, to be honest. I think he puts his leg out to play. Yeah, he's given a penalty away.
Well,
if you watch that back, you can't speak to the referee like that, obviously, but I feel as though he's got a case there. It looks as though he does put his leg out, to be honest. And
I'm with you. I think that was probably played out 6 to go, but that's gone.
Yeah.
If you open your mouth to the referee, this is what happens.
Yeah.
And it's unforgivable at any level of the game.
Correct.
I've got no time for it at all because you know what's going to happen. Have you ever seen anyone speak to the ref and the ref gone, actually, you're right, I'll change my mind? Never.
No, never.
Give over.
Certainly not.
Cannot be doing with it. Hopefully none of my Sunday League teammates are listening.
Especially the football guys, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it. There we go with Rangi Chase. 8-0 is the Hornets' lead. Good start to this one. We knew this would be an enjoyable game to bring you live. That's why we're here in North Wales. It's Rochdale Hornets. We've got their tails up early.
Everything's really quick as well. If you notice the width of the pass, George, everything's bypassing AB, defenders, and they're just getting wide and moving the middlemen as much as they can.
Voice of Alan Coleman with us today, head coach at the Swinton Lions, who are in action in their game tomorrow. This is good from Rochdale now then. He could be in again. He's going to step back infield and run towards the post. Elusive running. Look at the footwork. Lovely from Kian Tyra. Last tackle. What will they do now? They're going to run left side again. Rangi Chase will kick. He's drilled it over for the winger again. He's had joy already. What a take. He's knocked it back. They could still score here, the Hornets. All the way, and the offload. Oh, he's knocked it. Play on. And that was just one too many. But wow, that was dangerous.
They're looking real red hot at the moment, aren't they? Everything, we spoke before about them throwing ball about sometimes and not completing. I think they completed so high today. And that's the difference. That's what they can be when they complete so high.
Played by the winger again, Dan Nixon, the try scorer. One thing claiming the ball, it's another offloading. North Wales might be readying an early change here. Brad Brennan looks like he wants it.
This guy can make an impact as well. Massive impact. His go forward's real good and he's a strong boy.
Before that, here come the Crusaders with Patrick Arvan. I said he might have lost a bit of pace, he's still got the power. He was an absolute try machine in Super League.
Yeah, he's still good as well, mate. He puts his body on the line for this team all the time.
This is the last. It's a high hanger. There's no chase though. No chase at all.
No.
Yeah, and you could probably hear some of the crowd near me saying exactly that, wondering where the chasers were. Well, there's no point putting a good kick in if there's no one chasing it. You might as well just toss over the ball. So 12.5 gone. 8-0 is the Rochdale Hornets lead, live and exclusive from Betfred League One on the Sportsman. As we continue our commitment to bringing you the very best rugby league coverage. Here come Rochdale again. They want another. They come here to play tonight.
Everything's on the floor though,
Well, that could have been forward. Wasn't quite a vociferous enough appeal from the fans in this stand for the referee to notice. Chase goes high with that wand of a right boot. Arvan says this was mine, and then he gets hammered.
Great.
Have some of that.
And you just got one kick at one end with no chase, and then you get that, and that's the big they've been pulled offside.
Well, we talk about the kick only being as good as the chase, but then if you're offside, you might as well not even bother going because you're going back again.
Great kick by young Braze as well. He's got him out of danger there.
I've been looking forward to watching Reece Breers. See a lot of Lee. One of Rugby League's good guys, Lee Breers. And I think on behalf of everyone at the Sportsman, we wish him well for his Australian adventure. What a 12 months he's had.
Fantastic opportunity for him as well. showcase some British coaches out there as well.
Well, that's exactly what he said, Ali. He said, I want to go over and prove that it's not just the Aussies who know rugby league.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, no one knows rugby league better than Lee. Here he is, Breach Breers. Oh, that's nice. This could produce something. Can they stay in the field of play? He's done well. Might have copped a high one there. Referee says that's all right. Beautiful ball movement. Breach Breers involved. Best chance of the match so far for the home fans to cheer their side over the line. Barnstorming run from Hazard.
Gav Rodden on the short side of threat as well here.
Here we go. They've got 3 lined up on this near left skinny side. They're going to go back through Breers to the right hand side. Oh, that was telegraphed. But they've done well. They've offloaded. But then the tackle was already there. This is the last. What will they do? Breers wanted that, but he just teammate steps in front of him. This is mine. It's a kind of a nothing kick. Oh, it's well taken. And they will turn the ball over. But that's the best we've seen of the home side so far.
Yeah, and they're getting to point and playing. We speak about Greg McNally for Rochdale, but Tommy Johnson's the same threat for the Crusaders. So Rochdale need to be alert on the edges.
Yeah, the playmakers, Johnson, Billsborough and Breers, starting to stamp their authority on this contest. About a quarter of an hour. At the CSM Stadium. Oh, he's lost the ball. Now then. It just feels to me as well like most of this crowd in this stand are kind of, or visitors to our left who are making all the noise, and there's just the odd eruption, isn't there, from the home fans?
The famous drum. I've heard it 3 times, like I said, this year. Still keeps me awake at night now, that drum.
I went behind the post at the Leeds game last night, said to my mates, whereabouts do you want to sit? And they both said nowhere near the drum. Here come North Wales Crusaders working over to the right side. Oh, Van will score! Patrick Arvan had a nothing. First play after the knock-on, and Patrick Arvan gets the home side involved in this contest. 8-4 now with a kick to come.
Great shape, and thought young Breers does really well here. He goes right to the line with the shape. And we've spoke about Patrick Arvan, years and years ago, scoring many of them, and it looks like he's still got it now. But you watch the travel, Breers goes right to the player, he can't push off, he gets the outside, try time.
Lovely try assist, lovely finish. Let's have another look.
Carries so far to the line.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Just kind of flicked it, no look pass. And Arvan said thank you very much. Was it no look pass in fact? Look at that. And Arvan has been scoring tries like that for years.
Rochdale's had probably the first 10-12 minutes. I think Crusaders are slowly getting back into this game now. The last 3 or 4 minutes they started coming to your own. You spoke before, George, about them putting shape on, and now it's Rochdale's turn to have a bit of defensive shape, I suppose.
Well, they need a kicking tee first and foremost.
This fella can kick goals though, to be honest.
He wasn't missing many in the warm-up. We were filming behind the post, right in the line of fire, and we were just getting peppered with balls right between the posts.
And if he does kick it, you'll hear the famous song what these guys sing. We've got the best kicker in the league.
Well, you've set it up for a miss here.
I know.
That's what we call the commentator's curse. The sun goes behind the darkening clouds here. Still a beautiful evening in North Wales. The Crusaders are on the board. They trail 8-4, live and exclusive on the Sportsman, with a possible extra 2 on the way. Tough kick though, right on the far side, as you can see. Wrong side for the right footer. He's taking it back just beyond the 20-metre line. Here he goes. Sounded like a clean strike of the ball, and oh, you're right, he's nailed it, and it's an 8-6 2-point game.
There's the famous song. And I think that could be a massive part of the game tonight, George. Goal kicks, and I know young Kieran's been kicking well, but Tommy's experience will be really key to Crusaders, if they was to go out and win this game.
Well, successful kick. Feel like they're in the game now. We've got the best kicker in the league, the song, and he didn't disappoint. Here's another look. No look pass from Rhys Breers. Knew where Arvan was, didn't even have to look, just flicked it away and converted from the touchline. So 2 tries to 1, but only 2 points in it, courtesy of the 2 missed kicks from the Hornets. Now here come North Wales. Moy went for the big contact and missed it. Eating up the yardage all of a sudden, the Crusaders. Over halfway, Breers flings it to the left-hand side. Rochdale fans wanted forward, it was nothing of the sort.
They're playing with a bit of width now, you know, they probably took a leaf out of Rochdale's book and they're starting to move the ball about and moving Rochdale's middles also.
Carl Ashall is the North Wales hooker. Breers goes high. Said that a few times in my commentary career. His dad used to kick teams to death. Midway point of the first half, live on the Sportsman, nothing in it. 8 points to 6, the Hornets lead. Moy wants this one, there he goes. Not played it properly, and now the touch judge is getting a bit of verbals.
You know what, that's twice now they've had the ball in yardage and give it away, and last time it ended with Crusaders getting points on the board, so they just got to keep the discipline here, you know. They were smart the first 10-15 minutes, kick well and end up down there and put pressure on them.
Another opportunity, great platform to build here as Fui Moy comes off. The big man's having a breather, salutes the fans. Iconic rugby league figure. Playing into his 40s, the big prop. Here come North Wales. With Ashall the dummy half. Breers promoting and then on he goes again. Perfect opportunity, setting up right in front of the sticks. It's going to be a left side play with Hazard. We're almost there, you know.
Great interchange from the middles there. They're very good at that. They're really good. They just push with each other and they're a threat and they carry tough.
Held was the call, so again they go and look to power over the middle. The offload's good. There's going to be back to room far side if they can work the ball over. Great defence, scrambling defence. Oh, he's lost it. All they needed to do, there was 2 free men far side right, couldn't get the ball away, and here comes Rangi Chase. Brief respite it feels for Rochdale. Well, he's wiped the tackle count clean here, the referee, so they're going to have another 6 from here and a penalty to boot.
Yeah, he's losing it a bit there, Ashall, he's losing it a bit. You know, I think he was leaking for a penalty, but it's backfired on him.
Suddenly the Hornets fans find their voice again. Great goal line defence.
Oh, I think he gets a little hand in there. Oh. It's so easy for us to see there with the cameras. That's the experience of Rangi, I suppose.
Another look here. Oh yeah, he's got a hand on the ball, hasn't he? They both had a hand each on the ball, you're right, good spot. Referee was in a really good position, but he just got there a fraction too late to see that.
Yeah. No, it's Rochdale's turn to put some pressure on.
Yeah, here they come.
Look at the width of the pass straight away.
Here's Chase, flat ball. Oh, it's a good shot. Good contact by Matt Fletcher. Go to ground, right behind the pillar as we look on from our commentary position. Here's Chase again, attacking the line. The big man's got a bit of room, and he won't be stopped. Has he lost the ball? No, the try is awarded. Powerful burst through. Question mark over the grounding, but the perfect place was from the referee, and Fenton Rogers has another Hornets try. It
Straight
was
to the line,
Chase.
Rangi.
Gave it to the big man, and Rogers went
Shoot
for
out
it.
the line on that edge. Yeah, I think he gets it. Referee's in
Try
fantastic.
scorer Rochdale, Phantom
Probably see better
Rogers.
from this angle. You know, Rangi goes right to the line. We jump out a bit of shape there, and he's a big boy and he's a strong boy. You know, and Huddersfield think a lot of this fella. And yeah, perfect try.
Great try.
They've missed him in these last few games. You know, he's been banned, and he's a massive player for them. He does long minutes as well, and he's a constant threat all the time.
Well, this much more kickable. 0 from 2 so far. This to give the visitors a 2-score advantage. As you look at again at beautiful view behind the sticks here on the coast. And no mistake this time. And a 14-6 Rochdale lead, and that score largely, Alan, against the run of play.
Pardon,
It's
John?
largely against the run of play.
Yeah,
though.
certainly so. You know, they've had no territorial advantage. They've been on their own, and they've defended really well. And you know, if you're smart and you defend well, you'll get opportunities. And fair credit to Rochdale, they've gone down the other end and took the chance.
It's a 14-6.
You just know with this game, though, there's going to be lots of points scored. You can just tell where it's going.
Yeah, they've both come to play. We've seen North Wales using the entire width of the pitch, and Rochdale are doing exactly the same. Another little dart. Rangi Chase is lurking here. Come back inside the other way. Shouts of encouragement from some of the home fans about tackling technique as they kick on the 4th here. Arvan shows an interest but leaves it to his fullback, and here come the Crusaders. One of the North Wales players has just been substituted and he's not happy about it. Is that Alex Eckley?
Yeah, I think he's injured, to be honest, and it's the frustration.
Left shoulder.
He's had to come off, and obviously, you know, as we've spoke about, this is his last chance saloon game, so he'll be deeply upset about that.
Yeah, he's walked straight off with ice on his left shoulder. He's going down the running track here, going straight into the dressing rooms. He knows his season's done, and that's why he's so frustrated. He's just going to sit down, I think. He's gutted.
Yeah, he's a great player as well. Very talented young man, and he'll be sorely missed in this game.
But his teammates are in a good position here. Good drive again from Chris Barrett, right to the post, 20 away. Looking for their second try of the game. Into the line they go, Breers juggles. Oh, that's nice. Can he take it? No, he's just lost it. He's gone backwards, I think. No, it's not. Referee's seen a knock on.
You know, that's the threat, though. They've got that shape. They can play that shape. You know, Rochdale have to be real smart there, and I think if the execution's a little bit better, there's a possibility of another try there.
And now Rochdale are making changes.
Yeah, I think Joe Tiara's going to come on. He's a real handful, powerful player, loads of experience as well.
Into the last 12 minutes of a pulsating first half. Anyone's game still, but it's the visitors who have the lead. 14 points to 6. And it is the change that Alan mentioned that's just been made.
Yeah, Gab Benyon's come off, I think. So Joel had a lot of power, especially defensively. He'll shoot out at line, so Crusaders need to look at that.
Yeah, Gavin Benyon has come off. The Rochdale 10. North Wales are ready with another change too. So they've got a bit of defending to do prior to that. A reminder for the losers here, it's season over, the winners march on. They'll play another semi-final against the losers of tomorrow's match between Alan Swinton and Doncaster. Here's Rangi Chase. Referee yelling at the Crusaders defence to get back. He doesn't want to give an offside. Here's the fresh pair of legs. Already you can see how difficult he is to hold in his tracks. Back they come to the left-hand side and bring in Rangi again. Chase promotes the ball and magic happens straight away. That's what Rangi Chase does. Just the timing of the pass, and Greg McNally scores another Rochdale try.
Yeah, fantastic hands, and it's all from the width of the pass yet again. You know, the first half's quite wide, the second pass is even wider, and then he's straight on 4-man with a block shape on 3, and it's really hard to defend because you can't push off. You know, with somebody like Greg McNally, and they're worried about his skill on the end of it, and they've just pushed off, and he's just showed and gone straight through space there. Look, he pushes off, the inside doesn't have him, and great try, superb try again.
Just cut right between the half-back and centre. And Rochdale just starting now to get a bit of daylight.
There's just so much width on the pass. First one's tight, the next one's wide. Straight to the line, pushing off, looking, his body's turned, he can't defend square, and Greg's that smart, he'll just go straight over.
Still had the presence of mind to dummy back inside the full-back Johnston. So another kick attempt, 1 from 3 so far. That looks a little better. 2 from 4. And Rochdale have 20 up. They lead by 20 points to 6.
Rochdale converted that kick then.
Crusaders just look a little bit low coming back now to this restart. They look low on energy. They look flat, you know. You get nothing in this game, you've got to create it yourself. And you've just got to put a big shift in now, and if they can get something before half time, it gives them a ray of hope. And they brought Brad Brennan on, and he's a big impact player for them. He takes some stopping and taking the ball forward.
One, up now, help you. Hold, go.
What is the North Wales response going to look like here? 8.5 to go until the half-time hooter. They've had a good spell in this, but either side of it's been all Rochdale. And here they come again. Powerful carry. Joe Terra. You sense already the next score is quite important in this one.
Yeah, massive.
North Wales cannot allow Rochdale to go further clear. Chase goes high off the outside of that route boot. Oh, and he went all guns blazing for that. That could have been an awful contact. Wow.
He's challenged everything, young Dan Nixon. Every kick, he's challenged everything. You know, and that shows a lot of hunger and desire. And he's no right getting there.
Have a look at the bravery here.
Never takes his eyes off the ball.
Oh, wow. What a take. That almost was. Fearless. Oh, Patrick Arvanas kept hold of it just. Keeping the crowd entertained. Tell you what, it's a watchable game, this. So Sun reappears for the last 7 minutes of the first half.
Here's Brennan.
There he goes, hello.
Yeah, he's a big player, and you know, you've got to go in good numbers on him. Oh, he's lost it.
Oh no. Strong drive. Oh, then he kicks the ball away.
Penalty again.
I was going to say, I knew what was coming there before it happened.
Yeah, they've just got to keep the discipline. It's, you know, like you said before, nobody changes their mind. And if they're not careful, it could be a card very shortly.
Really good carry. Lost the ball, got annoyed with himself, kicked the ball away, and then had a few choice words to the referee. There was only ever going to be one outcome there, and that's more pressure. Could be more points, in fact, if they kick. At a moment where they were really looking to get back in the game. I'm afraid he's cost his side there.
He'll surely go for 2 here.
Yeah, I would. Well, I wouldn't myself because I can't kick, but I'd certainly recommend.
Well, I think they're going to put it
kick.
in the corner. I know the scoreline suggests you probably wouldn't,
Yeah,
but
interesting.
I just would. I think in
Well, he's not even done
playoff
that.
games, you know, you've got to get every point possible on the board.
Yeah. Well, he's just kicked for touch. He's gone forward about 5 metres. That might as well just have tapped.
Yeah.
Interesting. But here they come, the Hornets. More pressure. Pretty much every time they've had the ball in this position, they've made something happen. And this guy's been at the heart of it. Oh, and he's gone through a gap again.
Forward.
But that's a forward pass this time, and he knew. He thought he was in for try number 2, did Ben Callan.
Great shape, fantastic. You go up side, Rangi comes back on short side, links with his partner Rush, and you know, great flat ball. Superb play.
Oh, Allman, fine margins. Drilled the pass in, did Rush. Callan walking back, feeling like a striker who's just scored and then seen the VAR come up on the screen. It must be a similar emotion.
Get out, yeah. I'm just so glad we've not got VAR.
Well, he's just committed himself there. Yeah. I mean, Rugby League was one of the trailblazers with video replays, weren't they? But as we've learned, it's all about how it's implemented, not the technology itself. No point having it if you don't know how to use it.
Correct, yeah.
Football is still getting there at the moment, as is Rugby League to some extent. So much emphasis on the moment, what the referee, even with the video referee, what the referee awards on the pitch. Here come North Wales. Now then, almost an intercept. It will be 6 more. Because we saw that going back to the Wigan game last night. If it's inconclusive on the video referee screen, then it's purely down to what the ref's seen in real time, and that might still be wrong.
Yeah, and you know what? We used to have referees in this great game before video refereeing, and I think it's really important the referee's got to give what he sees and what he thinks, and then that's why it's the technology's there to just make sure he's correct.
Yeah. And mistakes happen the same way players make mistakes, so do referees. We can't be computerising the undiluted raw beauty of sport. You take the rough with the smooth, I feel. Here we go anyway.
It's a really important set of 6 this for Crusaders and for Rochdale, I think. I think they've got to hold them out here, get some consistency and not letting points in.
For the Crusaders, they'll want to score before half-time. They've got a great opportunity with Breers. Oh, brilliant, can he get there? No! If he takes that pass, it's a try. He just couldn't get there, Connor Parkinson. Just in front of him. But they're continuing to chuck the ball around. Gavin Rodden it was. If he finds his winger, they're in. There are the Rochdale fans sitting just to our left. You saw on the screen there.
Yeah, I disagree, but you don't need that shouting
It's the closing moments of what's been a really entertaining first half on the Sportsman. And it's the Hornets who have a healthy advantage. 3-score lead. But great noise from both sets of fans. A reminder, last game of the season this for one of them. But at the moment, it's going to be Rochdale Hornets to play either Alan Swinton or Doncaster.
I just think Rochdale's outside backs have been superb as well. Helping the middles out so much, you know, Tyra and Nixon on the edges have come in and took so much ball and relieved energy for them.
Oh, what a huge bulldozing run, and the offload as well from Joe Taylor, and then the error. And we've got around about 90 seconds or so to go first half. Absolutely flattened his man. Got the arm away, but an unforced error.
It looks as though they're going to make a change in North Wales, but with a minute and a half to go, would you do that? You know,
I wouldn't bother personally, but
no.
I'm not a coach.
unless it's an injury.
Well, they have made the change. Sean Costello's coming on.
I think we'll see Van go to half-back, I really do. I think young Billsbury will go to 9.
That's
and
where
I
he
think,
slotted in.
Yeah, I think he will. He's done that a couple of times this year and he's a running threat. Here he goes.
So Ashall's gone off and the big man on, and Arvan with a change of position. There he is. And here's the new blood, Costello. Great to score now, 30 seconds before the hooter. Breers, flat ball. Took a bit of the fizz out of that attack because his mate had just got there already. Still a great position, it's the last tackle, so there's no time for another set. They need to score from this. So they need to put it high and challenge or just run. Arvan, he's going to put the grubber kick in, not sure that's the option. He can just watch that dead, and that will be half time. I'd like to see either a run or put it in the air and challenge.
Yeah, I think they all sit back as well, so you've got a chance of a running threat, you know. They're sat back waiting for the kick, so I think this game sometimes people kick just because it's last tackle. I think there's more threat sometimes running the ball.
Not a great deal wrong with the kick, just for me not the option at this point in the first half. So we're in the closing moments, only the referee will know how many seconds left. Runners flying everywhere there. He still gets the offload away. Is there a sting in the tail from the Hornets, you wonder? Could they find something before the hooter?
I think they just need to be smart here, complete the set, put it in the corner, put them in somewhere where they can't cause a threat back to themselves from the Crusaders, so just need to be real smart here.
To the line they go again. Crowd want forward, but they're going to break through, and Rochdale might score before the break.
Certainly in a good position.
They're right in front of the sticks here with a couple of tackles spare.
Fullback's in the line as well.
Back left, Chase with a no-look pass, flinging it wide, and the winger will stroll in and
McNally
score.
again.
Beautifully worked. And how big a moment could that be? It's Dan Nixon with his second. And Rochdale now might feel they're almost there.
Rochdale, Dan Nixon.
Certainly, and you know they've gone on that shape again, and I honestly can say Greg McNally's had his hand in every single try. He scored one and he's created every single one. What a fantastic cutout ball again. Winger, the centre court's in no man's land, and Nixon hugs his line and gets his just rewards.
Two tries for Dan Nixon, one apiece from McNally, Calland, and Forster. McNally's been everywhere, he's been excellent. And you do wonder already what the Crusaders can do. At the moment, it looks like Rochdale Hornets are marching on in these Betfred League One playoffs. Kick to come for a 26-6 half-time lead. He hits the post. So it's 24-6 after a compelling, entertaining, hugely watchable first half of Betfred League One Playoff Rugby League live on the Sportsman. It's the Hornets holding sway. They've been brilliant to watch, and they've got a firm stranglehold on this fixture in North Wales. They lead the Crusaders at the break, 24 points to 6. Alan Coleman.
Yeah, fantastic first half from them. You know, they fully deserved the lead, George. You know, they've been good in everything, especially the shape they're throwing at them. You know, McNally's a real threat on the edge. I think half-backs, Chase and Rush have been really good together, but you can't play without your middles going forward, and I think Fenton Rogers has got them on the front foot, you know, on more than one occasion, and they just look a team that really want it today more than North Wales do.
Take a look at some of the first half highlights in just a second, but if you're heading in as head coach of North Wales like Anthony Murray, what are you saying now?
We've just got to pick our energy levels up. They don't look half as up for it as Rochdale do, and energy is a massive thing in this sport, and as soon as you get the upper hand, you know, you get back in the driving seat. So they've got to show some, you know, there's 40 minutes left. You can't leave anything out there, because after that, if you do, that's it, it's over with. So you've just got to go with everything you've got.
Let's see if we can have a look at some of the key moments of the first half. It was the visitors
The winning number of the 50-50 draw
got the perfect start here.
0-0-3-9-9.
Scoring, just working it wide, scoring in the corner.
Fantastic, you know, he's identified space between the centre and the winger, and Greg's just catch, stood still, boom, flick pass, great. And fair place to Ben Callan there, he's just hugged the line and just dive over in the corner.
And that was the perfect start for the visitors, and it got even better.
Also, we've got a special...
Yeah, just that wide pass, McNally again, and look at that width. He's identified Vans off his line, and it's just, again, he's got that in his locker. He's played half, he's played fullback, he just knows, you know, that he knows the right option of the pass.
So, well done.
Eyes up, great ball. Never getting across there.
Yeah, the ball movement's been excellent, the finishing has been really good as well, which is why Rochdale have the commanding nature of the lead that they do. Calland and Nixon striking early, and the home side really had to find a response, and they did, right from the base of the scrum.
Yeah, and you watch Breers, you know, running there. He's come from opposite side to that, and he's perfect time pass. He keeps the winger committed, the centre committed, and it just gives our Van that space on the edge.
We'll have another look at that. It was
you know, he's travelled from one side, George, to the other here. He's come right across, similar to what Ryan Brearley does at Salford, you know, movement, and it's a great try.
And that got them back in the contest at 8-6. They're only 2 down after this. It was converted from the touchline from Tom Johnson, but from there on in, it's been all.
This is a massive part of the game as well. I think if he scores this, it's, you know, I think what do they go in front there? I think they do, don't they, if he scores it? But great defence from Rochdale, and as much as they've been great with the ball, they've been great defending the line as well.
Yeah, big moment. We're blessed with a really good replay of that, actually, a better view than the ref had. I feel sorry for the ref there, because he's done really well, and he's actually got a really good position, but he just arrived to have a split second too late to see what happened. Yeah. And straight down the other end we see this.
Yeah, and we spoke about Rodgers, his impact he's had, you know, all the game going forward, and he gets his rewards there, you know. You've got a hit and stick. I think it's Chris Barrett at 8, he just falls off him more than anything, and he carries on going. Great ball from Rangi. We know Rangi can do this, but Luke hit, misses, let's go. Such a powerful lad, you're not stopping him near the line.
Yeah, it was another very well crafted little move, just the delay and the subtlety from Rangi Chase, and that gave the visitors a 14 points to 6 lead, and they still had time for more. McNally heavily involved off the left shoulder of Rangi Chase. There he is.
Yeah, you know, the defending, instead of coming up forward, they've not come up, so they're defending lateral. You know, young Dante there, they've not come up as a line, the right edge, if you watch. So instead of coming up, you're naturally going sideways, and as soon as your hips are turned, Greg's that much experience, he'll just square you up, and if you don't square up, he'll go yourself, and this is what he does, Luke. His hips are out, he's sliding, and you've no chance, and with Greg's experience, there's only one way he's going.
And it looks as though the Hornets were, off the back of that score, going to be leading by 20 points to 6 at half time, but it actually got even better. As we have another look at that McNally score, it got even better right on the half-time hooter, as North Wales have been pressing down the other end. It was Arvan kicking through on the last. We thought that was going to be the final play, but because he kicked dead, that allowed Rochdale to get themselves right back up the pitch, and that came back to bite the Crusaders, because this was the end result.
Yeah, look at that again, vision again, looking up, and they've kept so much width and space, and I think that's what Crusaders are struggling with. You know, they expect them to map off and have that filter shape, but what they've done is they've just kept that width. And if you look here, the movement's all from Greg. He does all the moving, they just keep shape, and they get to the outside and score. and he's deserved that, Dan Nixon. You know, he's been brilliant this first half, chasing everything.
He ran in to give the better angle for the kick, which was still missed by the Hornets, but they have a real degree of control at half-time, leading as they do by 24 points to 6 live on the Sportsman, and the second half is on the way.
I can safely say, without Brodie in the heartbeat of this team, then we aren't where we are. He's been instrumental in every way, shape or form.
Croft bumps on Farge. Croft needs support. No, he doesn't. He's going to score a wonderful individual try. Croft going for the line. This is champagne stuff from Salford.
Absolutely brilliant. And the man pulling the strings once again, it's guess who? Brodie Croft.
He does things that he simply can't coach.
Field cutting through the middle. James Field all the way under the post. Field is away. Field, has he got the pace? They can't stop him. What a sensation this fullback is turning out to be. He is living up to expectations.
Shea Field, if he's not scoring tries, he's creating tries. He is extraordinary.
Oh, Field has broken through. Field has broken through. What a sensational season Jay Field is having.
Who knows where this kid can go? He's spectacular.
Whoa! And Wellesby will get the try. Wellesby finding the opening.
What a tackle from Wellesby on Ashton.
Wellesby for the lane.
Wellesby cut that pass and make it third. Well, the chase is on. And Wellesby, Jack Wellesby may well have got the try.
Hi Lois. So beating St Helens in the semi-finals must have made you incredibly proud of your team.
Yeah, massively. Obviously, you know, treble winners. They beat us in the Challenge Cup final, and beat us a couple of weeks previous in the league game. So it were, you know, a big game. But that's what semi-finals and finals are all about. It's kind of like one last shot. Who's gonna make it count and make the most of it? And I think that our girls really did that. Probably a few people wrote us off given the fact that we'd lost a few the week previously with injuries. But that's what we've looked at this year, is everyone being accountable and bringing something to the team when they get an opportunity to play. And our girls massively did that. I think it were a good team performance, and they showed some real grit and determination, which were pleasing to see.
You've now got league champions York in the final. How have they impressed you so far this season?
Yeah, look, they've been good. I know Lindsay well. I've played with Lindsay at England level, and I've worked with her as a coach in the EPU, and you know, she's really passionate, and I'm sure she's very similar to me in, you know, terms of making sure there's no stone unturned. So she's you know, she's got good attention to detail, and I think that's the good thing. We're quite similar in terms of they've got, you know, really striking plays in attack, and they've got girls who will turn up in D, and we're very much the same. We've got, you know, threat across the park, which is what we say to our girls all the time. So it's going to be just a great game of rugby league where you've got to turn up for 80 minutes. It's going to get really tough, and it's, you know, who's going to just pip it and get out there and have a great performance. And you know, that's what it's all about, is just a great game of rugby league. The women going at it for 80 minutes and seeing who can be the smarter, the stronger, and the better team.
Celebrate 25 years of grand final glory.
Robinson, what a try!
The culmination of the Betfred Super League season. At the iconic Old Trafford. Bring on the atmosphere. Bring on breathtaking moments. Bring on history. Betfred Super League Grand Final. Bring it on.
Welcome back. Here we go. The Crusaders are ready. They are out. They are prepared. They have digested the words at half-time of their head coach, Anthony Murray. Can they mount a fight back? It would have to be a heck of a fight back. Because not only have the Hornets built a commanding half-time lead at 24-6, they have been running hot. Something's got to change for the home side. The atmosphere is great. The entertainment has been great. But unfortunately for North Wales, Rochdale have been ruthless. And here they come. Welcome back to the pitch from their vociferous travelling supporters. To our left, trying to work out how many of these Rochdale supporters I don't know if they came on a coach or the driving, because they're all stuck into the bar, aren't they?
Yeah, well,
I think they came on a car. I saw a coach, a fan load of coaches coming. So
well supported though, they're getting behind them and it's helping. You know, it's really encouraging them and certainly working.
Yeah, they've been brilliant. Really good atmosphere they've helped create. There's Rhys Breers. He's been brilliant in patches when he's had the ball in his hand, Rhys Breers. But they've had to do too much defending, really, the home side, against this relentless Rochdale team, who already have 1 foot in the semis. It's a semi-final eliminator, remember. The losers go home, the winners go into the semi-final proper next week against Swinton or Doncaster. Alan Coleman, Swinton side hosting their opposition tomorrow. Good luck to you for that, Alan.
Cheers, mate.
Well, we've got 40 minutes to go on the Sportsman here. It's North Wales offloading in the tackle, promoting the ball, and our band playing in the halves. Tossed up a ball and they got crunched. Slow play of the ball. Billsborough and Breers linking up again.
You know, I think if Crusaders can go on that push with the middles, you know, they'll start becoming a threat. They've just gone on at rugby quite a bit, and their strength is pushing on each other's shoulders. Not really seen it.
Where's that going to go? It's a good take. He'll need to offload backwards. Can they keep it alive? Still the last. Still the last. He's going to have to put boot to ball here. No, they're going to run it back over. Still going. They're going to get wrapped up on the 30 here. Well, they've got to try something different.
That's great defence.
Rochdale complete the tackle, and they will start on their own 30-metre line. The temperature's starting to drop here. Fui Moi Moi straight out to warm up, start the second half. I think he wants back in. Rochdale know realistically if they're the next scorer, this game is over. And they're in possession, right on halfway. Crusaders down, we think, to 3 interchanges after Alex Heckley's injury. Could be an injury there for Rochdale, in fact. There's a concern there, the physio immediately on.
Ali again on the short side.
Yeah, that's where they're stacking up. They're going to kick and ask the winger to go for it. He's already got 2 tries, Dan Nixon. Didn't get near that one. Good chase out, a good area of the pitch to turn the ball over.
Doesn't look great for the kid from Rochdale though. He's down. Yeah, I just think going back with what we spoke about before with the Crusaders, I feel as though they need to have a bit more width and a bit more push on everything they're doing. You know, and that would cause a few problems. I think Rochdale, you know, are defending, ready for big one-up carries, and they're dealing with that. You know, must have said something at half time. We've got to change things. We've got to look, you know, to cause problems.
So Stoppage in play for this injury in back play. So eventually we will restart. They've just got to dominate possession, haven't they, here? That's the only way of getting back into this game.
Yeah, they've just got to, like I keep saying, push everything, you know. Run tough, run to bust, but with people pushing on each other's shoulders. And that's what, like that, you know, getting that width and that go forward, play quick and go again.
Not bad. He likes an early kick, doesn't he? Needs a good bounce, or he gets an awful bounce.
Oh,
hello.
Not gone. There's no chase, George.
I'll take it, but
there's no chase, you know.
They all, like me, thought that he completely stuffed that up and it had gone for a 7-tackle set, but the second, third and fourth bounces were brilliant. It sat up, and you're right, if they'd have chased that.
A lot more pressure, maybe a repeat set.
So still just about hanging in there, North Wales here, but they have to be the scorers of the next 2 tries. Anything else from Rochdale kills it. 36.5 to go. Here they go again, one-handed pickup, little scamper away and the offload.
I just don't feel as though they need to offload me.
No.
They just need to complete and be smart, you know, not give the ball away.
But it's the way they've established this lead, so they want to carry on playing the same, don't they?
Here we go.
It's another high challenger. Oh, he taken brilliantly. Johnston turned away to protect himself from the collision and still kept his eye on the ball.
You know, one wide pass, you know, you're straight on the half and everything's tight.
Yeah, it is very narrow, isn't it, at the moment? Very, very narrow. And the way they were creating opportunities, North Wales, were by doing what Rochdale were doing. We go left to right, right to left, back again. Coming up down the middle, which you understand why they're doing it when they've been dominated like they have. It's not going to get them back in the game. Breers goes long, straight down the throat of McNally. Oh, and here they go.
It's as though the message from us at half-time has been, you know, 300-400s, which we call, and turn and kick and hope they make errors. You know, they've kicked early on 2 or 3 occasions now to turn this Hornets.
What's the referee going to say? He's going to say, yeah. Now this is the foothold, perhaps, that the Crusaders were after. Great opportunity, this.
You know, look how they're lining up from the scrum now. You've Ivan and Gavin Rod, and Gav's normally a back row, and you know he's a quick, powerful lad. And if he gets a one-on-one with Guy Hitchcock or Dan Nixon, it could be a bit of a difficult task. So we'll see which way they go here. Johnson moves late.
Here we go.
Takes hold.
What can they create here?
Great carry.
Right towards the post they go.
Got some shape on the left as well.
Ivan hanging out of this one. Breers.
Oh, he shot it.
Oh, it's gone forward. What an opportunity missed. Breers did well, I thought, there. But it didn't need to be shuffled on, did it?
No, and if you watch the defenders from Rochdale, he flies in. Ben Calland, I think it is, watch this, George. He comes flying in.
Yeah.
There's no need, if he just sticks hold of the ball, gets to play the ball, and they go on that short side again, and there's just no need to panic. There's 34 minutes to go.
Yeah, panic is the word. That's exactly what happened there. They didn't need to. So another opportunity has gone begging. They can't allow many of those opportunities to pass them by. The North Wales Crusaders, otherwise their season only has 33 or so minutes to run. It's the quietest it's been this evening. The fans sense that this is an important part of the game. We've either got a contest or we haven't. It's who blinks first.
Yeah,
now.
it's been a cautious start from both sides, where errors in both teams. So it's really important that somebody gets hold of the game and consistently keeps hold of the ball for 4 or 5 sets on the bounce, and hopefully gets in some good position. Oh, that looked a bit forward.
Yeah, certainly did. We were right in line with that. If I was a home fan, I would have been yelling forward at the referee there. Now then, here come the Hornets. Need to stay in the field of play. They do just about. Last tackle, says the referee. The Hornets want more than that. Well, they're going to get a stoppage because he's hurt. Tell you what, we've seen so many head injuries the last 24 hours, haven't we?
Yeah.
So many. I mean, the Bateman on Caesar was awful on Friday night, and we hope he is all right.
I think you just knew with that challenge, when John had done it, he grabbed hold of him straight away. And
He knew, and it wasn't. It's hard to say when a challenge is that bad, but it wasn't malicious. He wanted a big hit and he got it wrong.
Yeah,
and he was gutted. I mean, of course, he's going to be gutted because that's his World Cup.
Yeah. And you saw today with Andy Ackers, with that incident, both going for a big hit collision and collide together.
And that was unfortunately his teammate Elijah Taylor just being like he is. He's a bit in his own world, ET, as they call him at Salford. ET in his own world.
Certainly getting behind him again.
Yeah.
And as a coach, that's all you want from your fans, and your players need that.
Well, it's not a head injury, actually, is it? I thought that was a head collision. The way they're checking his head, actually, aren't they? And he's holding his head, so it must have been. What was it? And our van's actually saying, have a look at him. But it wasn't a huge contact. Did he just get poked in the eye?
Maybe so. I was just going to say the same. It looks as though he's caught something in the eye. Yeah, the drops are out. The magic drops, as they say.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Here we go. His vision will be as good as anything now.
My Sunday league team last Sunday, one of the lads lost a contact lens in the warm-up. Obviously didn't have any spares, so he couldn't play. So he didn't have any subs.
Long minutes then, long minutes for everybody.
I didn't need to be doing 90 minutes in centre midfield at age 44, I'll tell you that. That's
Nixon
a good claim. Oh, and the offload's gone backwards and he's knocked on.
Dan Nixon's been brilliant today on them kick chases in the air, absolutely superb.
So we've had 9 minutes of scoreless rugby league at the start of this second half, live and exclusive on the Sportsman. League One playoff semi-final eliminator, and Rochdale at the moment going to march on.
Yeah, they've made another change, North Wales. Callum Hazard's come off and Aaron Hall's come on. Oh, on his first touch, he spilled it.
Oh dear, we've seen too much of that. North Wales are going to bring Carl Ashall back on, the hooker. Second half's not got going yet. Rochdale are going to make a change. Rob Warranty coming on, I think.
Yeah, it looks like another knock on from the scrum.
It's been poor, hasn't it, second half, got to be honest.
Yeah, I just don't know where they're going to put Warranty. I think both wingers have been superb, absolutely brilliant. Unless Jai Hitchcock is struggling with that finger in the eye, Rob could potentially go in the centre, but he's big enough to go in the back row as well.
The Hornets fans you can hear again. Both sides at the start of this second half making far too many errors. Here come the Crusaders looking to get away. Just needs to make sure he's staying away from the touchline, which he does. Dante Morley Samuels is the Crusaders number 4. Zarvan pops it up and they just break over halfway up to the Hornets 40. Right side here. trying to buy a penalty, I think. Arvan. They go up the jumper. It's a good opportunity, this good platform, right in front of the sticks, 30 away, opportunities left and back right. They go left, Rhys Breers, little skip, and then darts back, but he was met by traffic. Oh, and he offloads in the tackle. Now then, this could work for them. Gains them a couple of metres.
You look though, Thomas Johnson's behind the rope, so if there's any shape whatsoever, he's not on the back of it. You know, they need to get some organisation in them areas, then he can be a threat.
Last tackle. Crusaders need a try. Oh, they've knocked on. And it's just not quite happening for North Wales. Gavin Rudden put that one down. Rochdale want a quick tap. So 12 gone, second half, nothing to report, no further addition to the score. And it feels like it needs a try to reignite this game. There goes Rangi. Tossed around like a rag doll.
Bit of size difference between them two there.
But knowing Rangi, he'll be running at him again next time. Brennan got the tackle in and then sits on him. Couple to go this set. Starting to look dangerous again for the Hornets. Nice offload. Picked up off the first bounce. Joe Tyra. And again. That's what Rangi Chase does.
There he is.
Stops like a magician. They're going to promote down the middle, I think, here, and just set them in front.
He's been fantastic today for Rochdale. Absolutely brilliant, Fenton Rogers.
He's a try scorer, and he set up another opportunity here. It's the last tackle, this. So will it be give the ball to Rangi and let's see what he can do? No, they're going to go the other way. Dabbed, left foot, it's come to ground, it's been knocked on. This should be play on. It's going to be first knock on. No, they're just going to play from here. I think they're going to roll with it. So another opportunity for the Hornets to kill the game. They're going to be over the line and held up over the line, I think. Just short, in fact. Back they come. Still they come. 2-on-2 left side. Steps back in, Arvan just about completing the tackle on Hitchcock. But they're going to run and score in the left corner. Try awarded. The try is awarded, and that could be the score that ends North Wales' season and propels Rochdale into next weekend's semi-final. Connor Aspie has it.
He just starts across on the blind side. They've took that option quite a few times. I think he's short, but then he puts it down. I don't think he's grounded, to be honest, because ball carrying arm's not on the floor.
Off the bench, Aspie to score a big try. Let's have another look. He was short there, and he just rotated round.
Yeah, I don't think his ball carrying arm's down, you see.
Now, will we see it from this one? He's short. Oh, can't quite tell from there. Referee had the best view.
Yeah, he certainly did. And it's on the scoreboard, the points are on.
And that could well now be that.
It's going to be a massive uphill struggle to come back from this, I'm afraid. You know, they don't seem to be the North Wales we've seen all season, to be honest, and Rochdale have turned up and they're the form team at the moment, you know. They've been winning games and consistently competing against top sides.
They slice this one though. Ski and Tyra. So 28-6 it remains. 25 to go.
Yeah, it's a try that. Certainly is a try.
They were just caught. Was it Samuels just caught ball watching there? Drilled low. I think the Hornets know they're pretty much home and host. They can enjoy the next 25 minutes, barring any explosions from them. You wouldn't expect a 22-point deficit to be overturned. He's been great, hasn't he, since he came on?
Yeah, he's a big tough guy, and he's tough to stop, and he does the hard meters, what people don't want to do.
Well, if there's going to be further score, it looks actually like it's going to be the visitors. Last tackle this. Chase says challenge that.
It's a tough one.
And Nixon says I'm after it. Good chase. And hauls Johnston to ground inside his own 20. And they're starting to look tired, North Wales.
Yeah, the body language is going. Somebody's got to do something, somebody's got to break the line, or, you know, do a great ball, chip over, anything. You just got to do something to lift the spirits of the team.
Oh, brilliant play. Well, that was a gamble. That's what they've got to do.
Yeah, they've got to take opportunities, George, and, you know, fair play to them for having a go, but great read by Kieran Rush. They just look a threat every time they're in this half now, Rochdale.
They do, and now North Wales are offside. Rochdale readying another change. Bennion's coming back on.
Must go for goal here. Put some force goals in front.
That's the message that's got out. Double change actually from Hornets. Fui Moimo saying me. Am I going back on? It's been standing waiting ever since half time to come back on as Moimo. Well, they're just going to take any remaining energy out of this game and just take the time here. Add on another 2. Takes it to a 24-point game. No mistake.
Successful conversion for Rochdale.
And it's now a 30 points to 6 Hornets lead, and it's utter domination. And it's the short kick-off time.
Oh,
hello. A bit of eagerness to get the ball. It's going to be a pen. Just wiped out his. Wipes out. The Hornets man was very clever there. He just thought, well, if I stand here, I'm getting a penalty.
Touch, any kind of touch on him, he's going to go, isn't it? It's a great kick from Tommy Johnson.
Hangs it up. Hornets man saw what was happening.
Chris Barrett's just so eager. There you go. Big on little yet again.
And then he turns to the referee, says, "What? What have I done?"
But look again, you know, they're defending the line yet again, and Rochdale's been really good again this half, as there was in the first half, and, you know, thoroughly deserved to be 24 points in front.
Here they come again. They're playing like they want a big score here, you know, just to send a bit of a message out to either your boys or whoever it is next week.
Certainly will. Fingers crossed it's not us, George.
Yeah. Winners tomorrow go straight through to the final anyway. Second chance for the losers against the winners here, which at the moment is going to be Rochdale. It's the way the playoff system still works in the League One tier, as it used to do in Super League. They've changed it so many times. Here come Rochdale though. Right, oh, they've got another set of 6 here. The refs wipe the tackle count clean. There are points here if they want them.
He's got an head injury, this kid.
Yeah, there's a head injury in back play. That's Sean Costello, I think.
I think when he gives 6 again, he gets a collision on the head, so he can't get out of the ruck. Really unfortunate, but the referee can only give what he sees.
Yeah. Well, that's the view. We're commentating to you from the back of those green seats that you can see there. Normally we're up in that little gantry. Thankfully they didn't make us go up there tonight. Although I was already up there by the time I got told that we weren't commentating up there.
Brilliant.
So I still climbed up
there. Be a bit closer to the ground, to be honest.
Great view from up there though, across the bay. Lovely. Yeah, fantastic. Rochdale fans chanting for Fui Fui Moi Moi. Is still waiting to come on. He's been waiting to come on for 20 minutes.
Sean Costello, he's a kid I've coached at England Community Lions as well. I know he's only played 2 games professional, and he's probably got a future in this game. He's only 22, 23. He's a kid to look out for in this division, certainly so.
There you go. Here's Rangi Chase. Oh, they've scored! Juggled it and puts the ball down and breathes a huge sigh of relief. Is that Ben Calland again for try number 2?
39.
No, it's 39, I beg your pardon. Dan Bruin.
Bruin, that's it.
Well, it was Calland who'd got himself there, but no, Dan Bruin helps himself. Juggled it twice. And Bruin scores. And Rochdale now a romping home.
Yeah, and they're just keeping territorial advantage, aren't they? You know, Kieran Rush, I think, is the creator here. Early ball from Rangi, sits in, digs in, boom. You know, the centre's Jack Holmes has shot out and just creates space on his shoulder. And great ball from Kieran and a great try.
Try for the second row, Dan Bruin.
Hornets are on fire.
Yeah, they are. 34-6 plus 2 on the way. And the fans who've made their trip on the coach are thinking it's a Saturday afternoon and evening well spent. Kick to come, no mistake, flags up, another 2. And this is going to feel now like a very long 18 minutes for those Crusaders players who trail 36 points to 6.
Yeah, and you can see with body language yet again, you know, it's difficult. You know, we've all been there at some point in a game, and it's tough. You know, realistically, you know you're gone, you know you're out of there, but you want to keep going. But the team with the ball just want to keep going as well. So they've got to stay in there. They've got to fight till the end. You know, it's Anthony Murray's last game in charge, and I think it's really important to do him justice because he's been fantastic for this club.
Yes, we wish him well on his next appointment, which he tells me will be confirmed next week. Good luck in that job. Here come his side with Breers and Arvan. The fans will want to try, even though they know this game is up. The floodlights are on. Well, they're just powering up. It's North Wales attack for once. Arvan's lurking, here he is. Back inside, that was nice. Johnston on the shoulder.
Great defence from Rochdale, you know, it matters, it really matters. You can see, you know, most teams that just think we're winning it, you know, but it really matters to them. Oh,
that's a great take, but then I think it was ripped out one-on-one, so that's play on. The Hornets come away with it. Warranty eventually is coming on. That substitution's taken about 15 minutes to make, hasn't it?
Gab Benyu's just come on 5 minutes ago, so unless he's got a knock, I don't know, but looks like Rob's going in the middle. Welcome to the middle, Mr. Warranty.
And the Hornets are offside. So a welcome, if belated, piggyback up the field for North Wales, and Breers drills into touch.
No, I think it's really important, Rochdale, you know, as long as I think it's 15 minutes left, they show the character, because they're going to play in the semi-final now, and it's going to be tougher than this for guaranteed, no matter who it is. And they've got to show that they play for the full 18, and that's really important. Gary Thornton will want to see that.
Well, Fui's getting his wish. He's going to get the last 15. Arvan. Here come North Wales. Change of direction back inside. Still they come. Costello looks all right. Penalty. Another opportunity for North Wales in front of the post. They want to tap it quickly here. Carl Ashall's saying, just let me get on with it. Eventually he does. Off they go again. Left to the post. It's Aaron Hall. Now they come back right. Arvan's been good in the halves. Now this looks good, and they're going to score, I think. And he does. He's over the line. Is Gavin Rodden.
I think he's hurt as well. Oh no, he's not.
So that's 4 back. Won't make much difference, but at least it stems the flow for the time being.
Crusaders.
That's the first time they've gone to the line. Sean Costello, great ball. Van Tommy Johnson, we spoke before about him being the indicator. He's been the indicator. It's first time any shape he's been that last pass option, and he's gone right to the line. Hit Gavin Rodden. That close to the line, you're not really stopping him. Great effort by Nixon, but great try by Crusaders.
So that's another one back.
They've run out of the drum, so they're banging the tables now, George. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh dear. So it's only a 4. So 14 minutes to go. And it's 36 points to 10. Arvan heavily involved. Rochdale get us back underway.
He's gone again.
Now then, Arvan's away. Times have passed well. Support, oh, he's gone behind the support.
Oh, he's give it to big hit Tom Rangi. He's had plenty of them though in his career.
That spiced things up a bit. So 36-10. With 12 minutes to go. Here they come, the Hornets, stabbing through. It's an easy take. And here come another, no, it's one more change for the home side. Arvan. Last tackle, 11 minutes to go. Here they come, Arvan wants it back. Oh, he's gone behind him.
Gone behind him, I think.
Oh, and he overrun it.
Referee's right on cue, to be honest, though. You know, they're asking questions now, and they're playing wide, and they're going, you know, running at space. And I think if they'd have done that from minute 1 in the second half, we could have been in for a bit of a different game. But
So into the last 10 minutes. 36-10, ignore the graphic you can see at the top of your screen, we'll get that corrected ASAP. Rochdale have a healthy lead here at 36-10. Hornets want more. Last 10 minutes. Frustration from some home supporters. Here's Fui Moi Moi getting involved in the playmaking. McNally joining in. Can they free up the winger down the far side? Good scrambling, sliding defence. Keep him at bay. No, there's another head injury on this near side.
Yeah, I was just going to say before, George, I noticed when Sean Costello was involved in the tackle, I think it's from the incident early, a block of claret streaming from his forehead, so it must have been from the head knock.
Thank you for the Crew Supporters Trust for sponsoring the game today. They'll be giving the
another stoppage in play
in the bar after the game, so if you want to come in, grab a drink, please feel free
PA announcer just inviting everyone to the bar. Also mentioning the man of the match, which just reminds me, I'll be asking you, Alan, for your Betfred player of the match in the next few minutes.
Yeah, there's quite a few players, to be honest, so we'll just see how the next few minutes go, see if anybody takes that extra box.
Good to go? Yeah, good to go, mate. Let's go, on 4.
Last tackle.
And what a place to finish. Like we spoke about before, you don't have to kick the ball. They've got to go 98 metres now if you look at that, and Rochdale will be quite happy to defend in this area, and all the pressure's back on Crew. Again.
Yeah, that's the last thing a tiring defence wants, but they know.
Advan's been really good, since he's gone there. He's been a threat, he's running across the line and probably having the most fun. Oh, you're lucky with that one.
Oh, short ball. Offload picked up off the bounce. Little rubber kick through from Brick. Great pick up. Now though, he needed a mate inside him to give the ball away, and they were in for another one. Still knocking at the door here. Rubber kick towards the post.
What a kick! Oh,
he's knocked on. He was there. He had the try within his grasp, but he couldn't pluck the ball up.
He's certainly got his dad's kicking game, hasn't he? Young Gracie, and what a fantastic couple of kicks he's just done there in back to back.
So last 7 minutes or so. Hope you've enjoyed this one as much as we have live on the Sportsman. It's been a really good performance from the Rochdale Hornets on the road here in North Wales. Warrency's grappled to the ground, gets up and has a bit. Still looks in great shape, doesn't he?
I wonder if he's enjoying it in the middle though. I'd love asking him after the game.
I've enjoyed watching Callum Watkins play second row for Salford this year. He's been brilliant.
He has, mate, superb. You know, and it's probably the way the game's going forward. You know, we've got that power. Where they keep shape now, back rows are going through space, and you need that power and speed, and Callum's certainly got that.
The Hornets fans are wanting 40 here. Temperature has really dropped. And that's nice down this left-hand side. Needs to be careful, just stays and then offload. Well, that was what I was wary of for him. Offloading in traffic, and he's giving the ball away.
Yeah, I think they're desperate for that 40, like you said, George, and they'll do it any way they can. They know the game's won now, so they can afford to do that offload and be expansive.
Reminder, Swinton Doncaster tomorrow. This one is going to mean Rochdale Hornets march on to a semi-final against one of them two. For North Wales, I'm afraid this is the end of the road this year. And the last few minutes in charge for Anthony Murray's moving on to another challenge. Arvan now through the gap. I like that. He's got Arvan herring up with him. Can he give him the ball? Oh, he just held on to it. Arvan saying, "You are kidding me." He was there. Breers, left side. Dabs a kick over. Where's the bounce? It's a nice bounce. It's going to be picked up and they will score.
His kicking game's absolutely superb. How he reads it, how he looks up, you know. And how old is he? 19, 20-year-old. What a fantastic future he's got in the game.
It's another four back. Reece Breers made that
Try
one.
Crusaders.
Beautiful kick. Parkinson got the lucky bounce, twisted and plonked it down. And they've scored the last couple now. Have North Wales. To give the scoreline a degree of respectability.
Another young man who's just come from the community game, Conor Parkinson. You know, great to see people like that doing justice in the pro game, and good luck to him. He's another who will have a good future.
Looks like he's had a whack around the eye as well.
He'll not be bothered about that. He's got his first professional try, so he'll be really happy with that.
5 to go. (36-14). Johnson missed the conversion. Now we're into the last 4 minutes. Time, I think, for your Betfred player of the match on the Sportsman, Alan.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few. I'm going to name a couple to give a special mention. You know, I think Dan Nix has been superb on the wing. He's chased everything. He's finished some tries superbly. I think Greg McNally, you know, most people would probably think, yeah, he's going to get it, and he's been superb. He's been the indicator on everything, good ball and attack. But my man of match tonight, he's been in the engine room. He's played all the game, and I think he's got a fantastic future in the game. And it's the front row for Rochdale, Fenton Rogers.
Fenton Rogers, the big man, wearing 37 for the Rochdale Hornets, is the Betfred player of the match on the Sportsman this evening. In a Hornets victory, which ends the North Wales Crusaders season. But they're finishing at least with a flourish, aren't they, here? They've scored the last 2 tries from 36-6 down.
Yeah, and we spoke before, all Anthony wants now is some desire, some passion, finish the game, enjoy it. It's probably the last time they'll play together as a team, and it's really important you go out on a, you know, I know you can't win the game, but go on a high together.
Can they find another one? Can they find 3 scores in a row? Breers has been great, I think, tonight. Oh, they are, right down the middle. How about that? Beautiful. Really nicely worked. And Matt Fletcher says, thank you very much indeed.
Try Crusaders, Matt Fletcher.
Well, they just got going too late, haven't they?
They certainly have, and do you know what, looking at the scoreboard, there will be a bit of stoppage in, and maybe it might go over a few minutes, so they've got a couple more sets at them, and you know, Rochdale, I know the game's over, but they want to show some passion, and they want to keep that scoreboard down. You know, they're going into a big semi-final next week. They can't fall off the line like they've done now.
Successful conversion from Tommy, and that is his 1,800th point for the club, so well done, Tommy.
Fantastic achievement.
1,800 points for the club, Tom Johnston. Suddenly, if you're just flicking on now, you think this looks like it's been a right game. 36-20. Could get even tighter this.
Certainly
last
could.
couple of minutes. All credit the Crusaders. They've had a really tough outing here, and they've really finished strong. Rochdale drilled for touch, carefully watched by Jack Houghton, I think it was. And they'll have another set here, North Wales Crusaders. That's a bit loose, referee says just get on with it. And they're going to fling it wide. They might have opportunities as well over there. Oh, what a shame. He was galloping away before he'd taken the pass there.
You know, George, we spoke, didn't we, about playing wide and moving them, and they've done that for 10-15 minutes now, and it's been all one-way traffic. It's been all Crusaders. And
it's been great.
Yeah, you know, I think they'll realise, you know, they didn't probably stick to the game plan, but Rochdale have thoroughly deserved this.
Been keeping one eye on the Premier League because it looked like Tottenham and Leicester was a game at 2-2. I've just glanced down and seen Tottenham 6, Leicester 2. I don't know what's happened there.
No, I think Mr. Rogers is struggling there, isn't he?
Oh dear, yeah. I think he may be in the headlines soon, I suspect. Can the Hornets find the last score of this game? They've been outplayed last 10 minutes, but the other 70 they've been great. Fui fui moi moi. All the options are down this left side. They're just going to drive at the sticks here.
Maybe take a point.
I'm not sure they want that. They want the 4-pointer here in the corner. Back inside. Stepping away. Still going towards the post. That was Hitchcock's. One-handed pickup. Again towards the line. That's the last. That's the hooter. And that is the win. Rochdale Hornets ran hot today. They march on in the Betfred League One playoffs for North Wales Crusaders, who fought valiantly and finished with a flourish.
Congratulations to Rochdale.
Their season comes to an end.
The bar is open and
it's been great to watch.
Match sponsor's going to be announced.
And I hope you've enjoyed our coverage as well. But the worthy winners in the end, the Rochdale Hornets. Alan Coleman.
Yeah, certainly so. I think the first half did all the work, George. You know, I thought they was outstanding the first half. Completed high, took opportunities every time they was in good areas. They punished Crusaders. Crusaders second half come out, didn't really throw anything at them, and they started how they finished Rochdale, and then the last 10-15 minutes Crusaders started to play and made a bit of a game of it, I suppose.
Well, we can guide you through some of the second half highlights as the players shake hands. North Wales Crusaders, their season comes to an end. A long road it's been. Their coach Anthony Murray says goodbye and departs, and Rochdale will march on to play either Swinton or Doncaster, courtesy of this 36-20 win. Let's see if we can pick out some of the key moments to show you from the second half. All the damage was really done before half time. 24-6 they led.
Yeah, I think he's trying. He goes on the short side. They've done it all afternoon. They've really peppered short sides there, and he just, you know, he throws himself there. He's not grounded, and great reach out, great try from Connor. You know, they've got to be switched on, and I think Crew were switched off there.
That was the substitute, Connor Aspey. That was the first score in the second half, and that extended the lead to 30 points to 6. And then they added another, and I think this was the moment we knew it was game up.
Yeah, they've just gone, and I think it's Jack Holmes shoots out, and Kieran just ties him in. He does really well to control the ball and gets his just rewards. It's a great try, and they push him play all the time.
Arvan, I thought Arvan was good in the halves.
Yeah, certainly so. And like we spoke about just before, now they come alive with 10 minutes to go. They should have been doing this from minute one and would have been in the right competition. But can't take away anything from Rochdale. I thought they were superb today.
Well, Gavin Rodden it was who got on the end of that sweeping move, and they just kept coming. This was Arvan breaking down the middle.
Great kick.
Breers. That was so close.
If you look back there, they've had some opportunities as well, haven't they, also? So it's really important, but this is a great kick. Looking up, great vision, great finish.
Yeah, Breers, his kicking game was good. And that was a consolation in the end, as day turns tonight here. It's Rochdale who march on. And that's as far as we go. Hope you've enjoyed our latest coverage from Betfred League One. North Wales Crusaders, for them, the season's done. It's the end of the road, but they can hold their heads high of how they finish this game. For Rochdale, they march on. They're through to next week, and they're within 80 minutes of an appearance in the League One Grand Final. It's Swinton or Doncaster for them. Those two meet tomorrow. Good luck in that one, Alan. Thanks for your company here today.
Thanks, George. No problem. Thank you.
And I'll be watching out for your result tomorrow. The very best of luck with that. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.